Hi everyone, hope you all are having a good day. Remember how I said recently that I was gonna stop talking about music, but I might, talk about it at other times in different kinds of videos in the future? Well, here we go. Here's one of those videos. I'm not going to be reviewing it, but I am going to react to my Spotify Wrapped. I have not looked at it yet, so I have an idea of what's going to be on there, of course, but I don't actually know what it will be. For those who don't know slash don't have Spotify, Wrapped is something that this platform does once a year, basically to recap everything you've been listening to over the past year. Your most listened to song, your most listened to artists, and I think even like what you were listening to the most every month, your most listened to genres, and you get the idea. I thought it would just be a fun idea to react to it on camera for the first time, blindly going into it, but like I said, not really blindly. I pretty much know what will be on there. And unfortunately, because of copyright being a big thing, especially on YouTube, I'm gonna have it on mute. I have my volume down on my phone, so I won't even hear the music playing on there. I just don't want to risk that. I have been actually hit by copyright a few times. I've barely used music in any of my videos in the past, but I have used some that have been copyright claimed. So I just don't want to have to deal with that, which is a bummer because normally that's part of the excitement with Wrapped for me is when I hear the songs, I'm like, oh yeah, that was definitely a song I played a lot, or that was an album I listened to a lot. So I won't be able to experience that this first time, but I'll definitely rewatch it later off camera and I'll hear the songs on there. So that'd be cool. But I don't want to waste your guys' time anymore. Let's just get straight into it. Okay, they're ready for me, apparently. Oh, I gotta swipe up. Okay. Count it. So this will be probably the amount of minutes I listen to Spotify. Oh, am I still supposed to swipe? Jesus. 13 days. Okay. I guess that's cool. I have records. I have vinyl records that I listen to. I listen to the radio a decent amount of the time as well. So it's not all through Spotify. Maybe sometimes I'll even be lazy and go to YouTube, So it's not indicative of all the music I listened to this year. But okay, I'm cool with that number. 342 genres. Wow. I mean, there are all kinds of different subgenres, so I'm not too surprised about that. Okay, alternative hip hop, cool. Minneapolis sound, that's definitely Prince. I listened to a lot of Prince this year. I always listen to a lot of Prince. Baroque pop, okay. Pop and art pop. Interesting. I feel like the Baroque pop might be. I listened to the new Florence and the Machine album a few times this year. I was going to review that, but then I decided not to because of whatever. But I think that might be part of what that's from, maybe. But all right, this is pretty cool. Age is just a number. Tell that to the judge. Don't take this personally. Okay, what is it? 79. I was into music from the early 60s. I'm an old soul. I guess that sort of tracks. Yeah, but I mean, I listened to all kinds of decades, across decades of music, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, but sure. 4,400 songs this year. Can you guess your number one? I'm going to guess it's probably Quadeca. I listened to his new album this year a bunch, Vanisher, Horizon Scraper. I'm going to guess it's Dancing Without Moving. I really love that song. I did listen to that a lot. So I'm going to guess it's that. Shoot, Godstain. Okay, cool. Yeah, Texas Blue. Yeah, I mean, after that album, I just went back and listened to his other stuff again, too. Yeah, he's just such a great artist. Texas Blue, Easier. Yeah, I love those songs. Beach Boys, yeah. After Brian Wilson died, I definitely bumped Penn Sounds a bunch and the Smile Sessions. Rest in peace, of course. And then Prince. Yeah, I'm just always listening to a lot of Prince, too. So, yeah. Got Stained. Yeah, that's an amazing song as well. This is my top. Oh, this is my top song. Wait, what? I'm confused. Did I misrate the last thing? Can I scroll back up? Oh, okay, so I was having to pick I guess these are my five top songs, but not in order. Okay, my bad. Excuse my lapse of illiteracy there, but okay, cool. So this was my top song. 8 times? Yeah, listen to it 8 times. Yeah, I mean, I love that song. That it's just an amazing, beautiful instrumental. Yeah, I've always been very moved by that ever since I first heard this album when I was in high school. So, yeah, cool. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so that one's number one. Adores two. Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite Prince songs and albums too. Sign of the Times, incredible. And then yeah, a bunch of Vanisher and Scrapyard. So yeah, I really thought Dancing Without Moving would be on here, but okay. They made me a playlist. Okay, cool. I'll add it to my library. I don't know if I'll ever listen to it, but cool. It's been added. So there we go. 258 albums this year. Long live the album. Yes. Yeah, most of the time when I listen to music, I put on an album. It's not that often that I listen to individual songs. So yeah, like probably the reason why those Quadeca songs were on there was just because I listened to those albums a lot this year, and I listened to Sign of the Times and Pet Sounds definitely several times this year. Scrapper was my top album. Listened to it to 247 minutes. Well, it's a 45-minute album, so doing the math, that's at least 5 times, right? Yeah. It's like 5.5 times. That's kind of a weird number, but okay, great. Top albums, yeah. Music, I mean, I think that was just because I reviewed it. So yeah, I listened to it a few times. Yeah, I thought that album was all right at the time. It's definitely shrunk on me a little bit. I was into it, but Blue Universum I actually really like even more than I did when I first heard that. Yeah, really good Mac album, and then of course Prince. Yeah, surprised no Pet Sounds. Surprised. I played that I feel like a bunch of times. After Brian died, I was listening to a lot of Beach Boys. 1100 artists or 1200. Prince, Michael Jackson, JT, the Beach Boys, Quadeca. I think Michael Jackson, that was just because I actually hadn't heard, I had heard like a few albums by him, but I hadn't heard his whole discography. So this year I actually did go through all of his albums. I think that's why that's on here. Otherwise, I don't actually listen to Michael that much. But yeah, Prince and JT, definitely listen to them a lot. And then, of course, Beach Boys and Quadeca. Quadeca is probably number one, I'm going to guess. Oh, Prince. Or this is a race. This is interesting. This is kind of different. Prince at first, okay. And Sign of the Times, okay. He's my top artist. 2,755 minutes makes me a top 0.03% global fan. Great. Not embarrassed by that at all. Prince is Prince, so that's fine. A leaderboard for superfans like me. Okay, great. I'm number 15,865 top listener of Prince globally. All right, cool. Again, just, not embarrassed at all to be in that company. I think that's cool. Quadeca was 2, Beach Boys 3. Yeah, see, this makes more sense to me in this order. Yeah. All right. Cool, not upset about that. Award from one of your favorites is Beach Boys. Beach Boys Love Me. Okay, that was a little confusing, but cool, I guess. Part of something bigger. What club do I belong to? Cloud State Society, Grit Collective, Club Serotonin, Cosmic Stereo Club, Full Charge Club, Soft Hearts Club, probably Soft Hearts Club. That felt right to me, reading that. Let's see. What is it? don't even know. Cosmic Stereo. Your club traverses terrestrial. That went by fast. My role is scout. I listen to the freshest releases, always pushing your club forward. Yeah, yeah, at least I did. I mean, like I said, I'll still listen to a lot of music, but definitely not as much as I was before. So, I don't know, I'll be interested to see what club I'm in next year, I'm in great company. 3% of gold listeners are in my club. Wow, interesting. Beach Boys, Yun Lean, not too big a fan of Yun Lean. De La Soul's great. Tim Impala. That last album was okay, but I do still really like them. Pink Floyd, of course. And then Oleka. All right. Nice company for the most part. Time for my victory lap. It's not ready for Rat to be over. Well, do I scroll here? Okay, this is just the... Yeah. Alright, cool. One more thing. You pulled some of your files just in case. This Wrap isn't doing a good job of directing me what to do. I guess it just I'm supposed to just keep scrolling, but then sometimes it seems like I'm not supposed to, so I don't know. Most diverse day was on March 1st. What is this? The day you let Friday, Panda Bear, and the Beatles split the stage? What the heck? Overnight, Prince and Jacques Brel set the tone, but Sunrise belonged to Friday. Yeah, I guess I listened to that Friday album on repeat through morning. Afternoon drifted into Panda Bear's Psychedelia, then an evening cameo from the Beatles and Elvis. 136 minutes, 43 tracks, 20 artists, a true genre hopscotch in a year of favorites. Filed under genre hopscotch, playlist Mosaic. Great, okay, cool. Biggest music listening day, June 7th. No, I remember that. Actually, I went on this sort of mini road trip, couple hours, actually several hours of driving. I listened to a bunch of Prince that day. I know that's what it's going to be, because I realized too while I was driving, oh, this is his birthday. So yeah, I wanted to listen to a lot of Prince that day. The day you let Prince and Little Sims take turns at the wheel. Little Sims too, yeah, her new album. Early morning open with Simon and Garfunkel, yep. Then Little Sims took the reins for a steady run through Lotus. By mid-morning, Prince decided the time set dominated, looping through funk and soul until evening. 277 minutes, 66 tracks, 16 artists. Your biggest music day of the year, with Prince leading the charge. This is why I have jump cuts in my videos. Filed under Artist Marathon, Album Immersion. Great, let's move on. Most nostalgic day, August 20th. August 20th? What? August 20th? What did I do that day? The day you let JT guest star on every track. Yeah, I think I was on a JT trip at that time. A JT craze, whatever you want to call it. From morning through afternoon, every track was a Justin Timberlake cameo. Whether it was Nelly, Madonna, or The Lonely Island, JT was never far away. Yeah, okay. Comedy, pop, and hip-hop mixed with a parade of 19 artists, all orbiting one unmistakable collaborator. 74 minutes, 19 tracks, 19 artists, your most nostalgic day, all about the 2000s, filed under Future Frenzy, Future Parade. Yeah, I love Justin Timberlake, especially his early stuff. I was very young when that was coming out, Justified, Future Sex, Love Sounds, but I do vaguely remember, especially Future Sex, all those hits from that time. But, so, yeah, his music, especially from that time, definitely has a soft spot in my heart. Birthday, October 6th. Whoa, that's personal. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. What did I listen to this day? Anything? I let Genesis narrate my birthday in 33 progressive chapters. Yeah, okay. Open with Princess Power, fantastic. Yeah, I remember that. I woke up and I just wanted to listen to a song, and I had that song in my head. That's a live recording from the Sign of the Times expanded edition, I believe. Really good song, by the way. Go check that out if you haven't heard it. The day quickly surrendered to a full album Genesis marathon. Looking Through the Lamb lies down on Broadway in near entirety. Really good Genesis album, by the way. Evening brought a quick detour, Katrina and the Waves, the Beatles, and D'Angelo before the credits rolled. 120 minutes, 33 tracks, 10 artists, a birthday spent deep in Prague. Rest in peace to D'Angelo, by the way. It's really unfortunate. Filed under Birthday Album Odyssey, Prog Rock Immersion. Alright, very cool. Biggest alternative hip-hop day, October 24th. Huh? What is this? Day You Let Alternative Hip-Hop headline a genre relay. Morning kicked off with a bluegrass detour, but by late morning, J-Pick Mafia and Danny Brown commandeered the queue, delivering a marathon of experimental hip-hop. Afternoon switched gears with a full Radiohead suite, art rock stretching out until dusk. 157 minutes, 47 tracks, 18 artists, your most alternative hip-hop packed day. Whoops. Filed under Genre Relay, Genre Deep Dive. I think I do remember that day now, actually. Yeah, I did a lot of driving that day, and I do remember playing that Radiohead album. It was a Moonshaped Pool, for those who are wondering. Yeah, that's one of my favorite Radiohead albums. And yeah, it was perfect, too, because it was really gray and kind of dark and not raining, but kept looking like it was going to rain like the entire time I was driving back here to my apartment. So it was a total vibe there. But challenge your friends to a real-time listening battle. We're skipping that. Okay, I guess that's it. Great. Well, that was fun. I'll look forward to going through that, actually listening to the music there. But yeah, there's my raps. Like I said, it's not totally indicative of everything I listen to because I do make sure I'm in focus there. I do listen to, records and radio and things like that. But there you go. That's what I've been listening to this year. Share your raps. You have Spotify raps. I'm curious. What's your top artist, your top song? Let's talk about that in the comments. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just something fun. I thought I would do something different. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. And thank you for watching. Peace out.